With clean hands and a clean face, let's drain the lymphatic fluid from our face and neck. My name's Danny, by the way. I specialize in manual lymphatic drainage and nervous system-based healing body work. If that's what you're into, make sure to follow this account and save this video for later so you can do it at home. To begin, we are going to start at the clavicle, a finger above the clavicle, a finger below. We're going to use the whole flat surface of our hand and just pull that skin inward towards the midline of our body. You may feel yourself swallowing, your stomach gurgling, or taking a deep sigh or breath, and that's just your nervous system calming down and your lymphatic fluid flowing. So we're going to open up these major checkpoints first. So as we move our lymph, it can go through those major lymph node checkpoints and be properly cleaned and detoxed. So again, we're going to go to the side of the neck at the angle of the jaw, the whole flat surface of our hand, and we're just doing downward pulls of the skin. This is extremely gentle. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Extremely gentle. We are pulling the skin. We're not pressing. We're not massaging. We are pulling the skin. This fluid is right below the surface of the skin. I'm going to kind of cup and put my hands backward and put my fingers together on the back of the neck, and then cupping the front. And we're just going to do gentle pulls downward. This is where a lot of cranial nerves live, on the side of our neck and in front and behind the ears. So you may find yourself getting a little calmer while we're working here. Spending a little bit more time right here because one, I'm tight, but two, the biggest lymph node in the body lives right at the angle of the jaw here, and it protects your brain and your lungs from getting toxins and foreign bodies in it. We're going to go ET hands, 2 fingers in front, 2 fingers behind the ears. We're going to really try to pick up a lot of the ear tissue because this is where our cranial nerves live. We want blood flow and lymph flow. So just downward pulls, a circle with a downward pull. It feels good. We're going to move to the armpit and just pull the skin in right under this pec area. I kind of do like a pull in and a pull down at the same time, whatever this motion is. There's no like set time frame or amount of pumps your body needs, but if you have more fat tissue, don't press harder. Just spend more time in these areas. So once we've kind of opened up those major upper checkpoints, we're going to be working from the cheeks and ears in towards the midline of the face and then moving everything back out. So I'm just going to kind of use this position and we're just pushing the skin, and I want to get close so you guys can see how gentle I am going. You should be able to do this on a sleeping person. My clients fall asleep when I work on them, so if I'm not waking them up, then I'm using the right amount of pressure. I'm really going to spend a lot of time under my jaw right here. A lot of lymph lives under here, so you can, I like to go backwards with my 2 fingers and really push the skin above and below my jaw. Again, there's a swallow, which we love. This will improve the quality of your skin. I literally see it happen in real time on my table with my clients. I'm going to go backs of my fingers, same position. And like their skin won't be as wrinkly. It will be more glowy. It will be tighter. So if you're consistent with this, it does work. And then I'm just going to kind of bring all that up. Now we're going to move a little bit higher. So I'm right below the cheekbone now. A lot of lymph gets stuck under this cheekbone area. So make sure you're really spending some time. I'm going to do like a half circle and a push back. Half circle and push back. If you deal with TMJ or like jaw pain, this will be lovely. And I know sometimes we want to massage deeply because it feels good, but this is a gentle practice, so please apply a gentle touch. We're going to switch our fingers, and I'm going to kind of push down and like hook up. So we're kind of getting to the cheek and the sinus area. So I'm gently pushing up, and then more so like using my forearms here to go out and then swipe. Then we're going to go down the sides of the nose, really light here, and then out towards the ears. I'm just going to do a couple swipes. We're going to move to underneath the eye. When we drain underneath the eye, we want to actually push in and then bring it down the nose. So push in and bring it down the nose. We all know this is a very sensitive area, so we're going to be really gentle. I'm going to lightly just pin this and then just use slight pressing motions. Also, I hope you guys can hear me because I don't have my tripod with me. So like, sorry. So we're just going to do light pressing motions and then a swipe. And if you're like me, you get bags under your eyes, so this one is very helpful. So we're just following the drainage pathways, and then we're going to swipe. And then same thing here. I'm just going to pin and then kind of press and guide all of that tissue and lymph fluid towards my nose. And this is the drainage pathway for under the eye. And then a swipe and down. And then we can just kind of bring it. We're going to go on top of the eyes like this. And just very light presses. Our eyes have a lot of fluid in them and behind them. And we get a lot of lymph trapped here. So I'm just doing light presses with swipes. There I go, swallowing again. I always carry, if you have tired or heavy eyes or you're on the computer a lot, this one's amazing. You don't have to do the whole face. You can just focus on this eye area. And now we're going to go above and below the eyebrow. So I'm kind of on that brow bone below and then above. And then we're going to swipe up. So that first part is increasing the rhythmic contractions, and that helps stimulate the lymph fluid. And now we're going to swipe that lymph fluid towards those lymph node checkpoints. And we're just going to kind of pretend you have like dust on your face. I really like spending time under the cheekbone because who doesn't want a snatched face? So as you see, my skin is not dragging. Now, manual lymphatic drainage does not need lotions or oils. However, if you have drier skin, if you have more mature skin, if you're older, certain ethnicities have drier skin, people on heavy medications have drier skin. I will say sometimes I do need like a little lubrication on certain patients just because they have drier systems, especially our older communities. We're just drier as we age. So I'm just going to kind of bring all this down, and we're going to do this pumping again. Again, I'm not pressing, I'm just pulling the skin. Notice how my voice doesn't change. I'm not using a lot of pressure. We're going to go behind the head now and bring all of this forward. So just swipe. We're just doing gentle swiping motions, and then we actually hold a lot of lymph on the top of our head. So I'm just going to gently compress, and we're moving to the back. And then right here at the base of the neck, we hold a lot of lymph. So spend some time here. Okay. I'm going to kind of compress on my temples here. A lot of lymph can get trapped here on people. My nervous system needed this, and I hope yours did too. So we're just going to swipe, and then we're going to do a little qigong. So I want to do some organ stimulation slapping. You can do this sitting down like I am. So I'm just going to cross. And as I do it, I'm going to slap. So this is going to create vibrations in our organs and help move fluid. Do that a few times. And we're going to go opposites here. And this will help energize your body, move energy, create a little dopamine surge, and most of all, move our lymph. And that's just going to make you feel lighter and more energized. And this is great for shoulder mobility if you're not super mobile. Again, I'm hypermobile, so if yours doesn't look like mine, don't think you're doing it wrong. Okay, so I plan on posting lymphatic drainage for the whole body over the next week. So if you want to do a little reset with me for the next few days, make sure to follow my page and save this video for later.